Okay. Gonna make my first treks into black zones here. Let's buy a pickaxe. Tier 4 pickaxe. Let's also get a skinning knife. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna set a goal of 200k. And I want to gather at least 200k worth of ingredients before I go back. Let's use the safe portal. 10,000. Dang. 10k, huh? Alright. That's a gamble. Not really. Okay, let's see. So I want a fame farm. I want to... Well, this is a swamp, isn't it? Yeah, fame farming's nice. Let's do some fame farming. Let's get some levels up in my sword tree. I'm down for that. Let's eat my roast pork. So here's a build that I can recommend any new players. If you're a new player for Albion, check this out, okay? I'm going to open my inventory here. You've got Hunter Hood, Mercenary Jacket, Soldier Boots, Broadsword, Torch. You don't need to use the Broadsword. You can use any weapon with this build, but let's say you want to use bow. What you want to use is Hunter Hood, Mercenary Jacket, Soldier Boots. It's an ancient build. It's a very old build. So veterans will, you know, laugh at me. But if it's not broken, don't fix it. Okay? The way this works is the Hunter Hood reflects damage. The Mercenary Jacket heals you. The Soldier Boots also heal you. And you can run Gigantify potions and either roast pork or beef stew or pork omelet, depending on the build the weapon that you're using. So let's say you are a bow user. You'll use bow, Hunter Hood, Mercenary Jacket, Soldier Boots. Just stick to that. It's basic, it's simple, it works. Okay? What you really want to do when you're PvPing is you want to, well, in theory anyway, because I am not super experienced with PvP, so I really don't have much experience to base this on, but you want to be really good at the gear that you're using, and at that point the gear matters less and less. Like if you're a skilled player, then you can make any build work. So this is a nice consistent build that's well established, very popular, and it's been proven to work. So like I said, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Here is, so let's say you're using a fire staff, right? You'd use, I believe you would use a fire staff, you'd use a mist color for your offhand, and then you'd run Hunter Hood, Mercenary Jacket, Soldier Boots. Like it's actually that simple. You might want to try swapping out the Mercenary Jacket for a Cleric robe or a Mage robe, depending on your style. But like I said, stick with what works. So this is some nice fame farming I'm getting here. I'm really happy with how quiet it is so far. This is a 6 to 15 map, but I haven't run into anybody yet. Oh, here's somebody. Let's die. We're gonna die. He's gonna kill us. We're gonna get killed. Let's go. Let's get killed. Nah, he's running away. Alright, never mind. What else can I say? Honestly, for solo players, this is a good all-around build. But if you're playing in a group, it's much different. If you're playing in a group and you're a Holy Staff user, you're not going to run Mercenary Jacket. You're going to run Cleric Robe or... I'm going to use my heal here. Cleric Robe or Robe of Purity is best on healers. It's been a while. I'm a little rusty on this game. I haven't been playing it very actively, especially not in PvP. I've just been gathering the past few months, but now that I'm done with all my gathering and I'm done with all my fame farming, well, this is actually I'm fame farming more here, but at least I'm doing it in the black zone now, so that'll make things a little bit more interesting, you know, for content purposes. So it's really nice to finally have my feet in the black zone after doing a world of grinding. I made a video just the other day about how much grinding I did to get through to get to this point. So I have Curse Staffs maxed, Maces maxed, Holy Staff maxed, and now I want to just build up my swords for fun. This is just for fun here. I don't plan on using swords in serious PvP, but just for fun, for solo content, I like swords. I like dual swords specifically. If you're a solo player that wants to use a consistent weapon, dual swords is my recommendation. I know there are a lot of good weapons. Spear is good. Curse Staff is good. Bow is really good. Dual swords is a nice all-around mix of offense, defense, so you get some status moves in there. So if you're a solo player, it's definitely worth considering. The sword tree. Axes are also really good for beginners. If you fancy an axe, I'd say there's potential in that, because the bear paws are very overwhelmingly powerful, but also very expensive. So if I ever run into a bear paws guy, I'm just running. Or I'll try to fight, but I'll definitely die. Like, don't expect my win rate against bear paws to be practically zero. It really doesn't matter what weapon you use against bear paws, they're always going to win. They're just straight up the top tier 1v1 weapon, the best ganking weapon, and there's just no contest. But me personally, I don't like axes that much, so I'm not going to run bear paws. I also like to be frugal. I also like to save money in game, so I don't want to spend a whole bunch of silver out here dying in the black zones. That's not something that appeals to me. So those are two big reasons not to play bear paws, is if you don't like the style and if you can't afford it. So I mean, I can kind of afford things. I have quite a bit of silver, but I'm still going to be running cheap sets in BZ because I don't know. I don't know what I'm saving all this silver for, but I'm not going to be using too much of it here. I think one day it's possible that I'll want to run a guild again, but that's going to be like way off in the distant future, where all of this money will come in handy, because I'll be able to buy re-gears, I'll be able to help new players, I'll be able to build structures and maintain castles and all that good stuff that comes with guild leadership. So yeah, I think that's what I'm saving my silver for, honestly. I think when I'm 60 years old with nothing better to do, I'll be Mr. Guild Leader on Albion, for lack of any better thing to do. Hopefully there's a better MMO that comes out by the time I'm 60, but you never know, because MMOs have a history of being kind of bad. World of Warcraft, kind of bad. Final Fantasy XIV was good for a while, now it's bad. Guild Wars 2 is actually pretty good. I have nothing bad to say about Guild Wars 2, but for some reason it just doesn't stick with me. Like, I haven't been able to play that consistently compared to Albion. I think Albion rewards your efforts more, where it doesn't feel like you're just building the exact same character as everybody else. There's more variety in gameplay. There's more PvP focus, which kind of makes things interesting to me, especially if you're interested in playing as a group. Group versus group is definitely the main draw for me for Albion. So that's why I'm on here instead of Guild Wars 2. And I know Guild Wars 2 has that world versus world thing, so that could be interesting. I just haven't ever found a group of players to play on there, and I'm not convinced that the cosmetics would be enough for me to keep playing. Like, I really don't care about cosmetics that much. I mean, I'm wearing basic gear, and I think this guy looks fine, you know? Anyway, it's been about 10 minutes of just Black Zone gameplay, and I hope it's been enjoyable so far. If you've made it this far into the video and you like the content, be sure to leave a like. I hate asking for likes, and I'm going to say that in every video, but it really helps, and it'll get me closer to my goals. So any assistance would be appreciated. I have definitely given people likes, even if I didn't like their video. I always like, so that's my way of giving to people. Anyway, I said my goal was 200K. We are at 11K now. We just barely paid for the entrance fee here. So we're going kind of slow. Kind of want to... I don't know. Let's get this farm. Yeah, I really want to level up my swords here. That's what we're doing, mainly. And I think I might try to max the Destiny board. I know everybody wants to do that. Like, everybody wants to max the Destiny board. But I just sink so much time into this game that it makes sense to try, if that makes sense. Like, I'm capable of playing this game all day, every day, and not getting bored. Like, I actually am. It's very true. I went to my therapist, and I talked with my therapist about this, and she says, well, you should try to make a living off of, your Albion stuff. You should at least try, right? Because if you enjoy it that much, then there's potential there, right? So that's what I'm doing. I really do enjoy this that much. I like it more than League of Legends. I like it more than World of Warcraft. I like it more than, I don't know, anything. This is my favorite game right now, and it's not even close. Like, there's not even a contest. I don't like RuneScape as much. This is good. This is a well-designed, well put together, addictive game that rewards you for every little single thing that you do. You're always getting rewarded for stuff. And like this right here, it's not boring to me. I just got 8,000 fame, 8.6 thousand fame. That's awesome. That's absolutely like crushing it, So I like this game. I like what they've done with it. I like how rewarding it is. I love the PvP. It's really hard to have a game with good PvP, but this is it, man. Especially if you go into organized content, 5v5s, 10v10s, 20v20s, and so on. Large guild battles, faction warfare. There's just so much that this game offers that it's a crime that it's so unpopular. Like, it deserves so much more popularity than what it's got. And I just think that speaks to the limited attentive resources of the average person more so than the actual quality of the game. It's a great game, but people don't have patience. They miss the forest for the trees, as they say. They don't get it. They don't understand the point. But I understand the point. The point of this game is to get as good as you possibly can and to enjoy as much of what the game offers as is possible. I have a family member coming home, so I'm going to cut the video here. Remember to like, remember to subscribe, and I will see you next time.